to you from inside the Herman Mazel Gymnasium on the campus of Murphy High School. The Vigor Lady Wolves are off to a slow start after their Final Four appearance last season, while across from them, the Murphy Lady Panthers are one of the hottest teams on the Gulf Coast right now. Get yourself ready as Vigor and Murphy are about to collide for the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Al Weed along with Coach Ronnie Arrow. Coach, Vigor made the Final Four last year, but so far this season, it's been somewhat of a struggle for the Lady Wolves.
Yeah, it has been. It's always, when you have new coach coming in after so successful, and they only have 4 girls back from last year's team. So to be able to synchronize and get them going, they have one girl, Kiara Howard, averaging 16 points a game,
Right.
and then the Washington girl, 11 points a game. Other than that, they're not getting much scoring. Coach said that they have to score off their defense because they're having issues trying to score on half court.
Got to score. And looking at the contrast, you have Murphy, one of the hottest teams right now on the lady side coming in tonight under second-year coach Mcpss Cleveland, doing a fine job with the Lady Panthers so far this season.
Yeah, they're off to a really great start. They want to be able to push the ball also. This is going to be like a mirror drill because both teams want to push the ball. Mm-hmm. They want to score, but with Murphy, they want to go inside and out. They've got a couple girls that can score inside, and it's not just penetrating pitch and jack the threes. They want to go, they're old school. They go inside and then go outside.
That's right. And inside for them, leading with rebounding, 6 rebounds a game, Naomi Alazor, 6'2" center for the Murphy Lady Panthers, and the tallest young lady for Vigor is only 5'9", Jamonica Miller. So Murphy's going to have the size advantage tonight over the Lady Wolves.
And that's been their issue the whole year. Vigor has had, when they've gotten beat, they've gotten out-rebounded drastically. Mm-hmm. So they're going to have to be able to find some way to box out better or to be able to just go get the ball because they can't continue to be able to give up so many rebounds that they're not getting.
All right, action's going to be headed your way shortly. The JV game ran a little long. We thought it was going to go into overtime, but the Vigor JV team pulled out the win. So about 4 minutes left for both of these teams to warm up. We'll take a break and come back and bring you the action for the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week. It's Vigor versus Murphy.
Mobile County Public Schools, the place that has it all. We have 90 schools that include rural, urban, and suburban schools of various sizes. We are also home to Alabama's first public school. We welcome you to come join our winning team. Our district is led by the 2020 Superintendent of the Year, Mr. Kressel D. Threadgill. Our teachers are leaders in their profession who are afforded numerous professional development opportunities. Our principals are collaborators and encouragers. Our schools are leading in innovation and instruction. And most importantly, our students who are learning today, leading tomorrow, are simply the best. If you want to live in a historically rich city near beautiful beaches with superb southern hospitality, we invite you to come teach with the best, Team MCPSS.
We're getting you ready for the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week. It's the Vigor Lady Wolves taking on the Murphy Lady Panthers. Vigor coming in at 6-10, as we talked about it in the intro, Coach. Murphy 8-3, one of the hottest women's teams in the area. They're about a minute away from getting started. So speaking of starting, let's pull up the starting lineup. Who are we looking at starting tonight for both of these teams, Coach Arrow?
Well,
go ahead.
These starters that are going to be playing, if you look, Murphy's going to have considerable size on Vigor. That's why Vigor's been having major problems, major issues getting out rebounded every game. They're going to have to find a way to be able to keep from turning the ball over as much as they've been doing and getting out rebound like that.
Leading scorer for the Lady Wolves, Jemiah Washington, averaging 11.3 points per game. And for Murphy, averaging 20 points per game, Zykeria Anderson, a 5'2" senior guard, so look for her to shoot it a lot tonight as well, along with Jamaica Walker, averaging 12 points per game for the Lady Panthers. Coach Mikel Cleveland in his second season at Murphy. So far, he's 14-18. That's a .438 winning percentage, Coach. So right now, he's trying to get things turned around and flip those numbers and get over 500. Get him another notch on the belt tonight with a win.
That'd be really good. Murphy's 8-3 going into this game here. One more game. It's always good before Christmas to win your last games and go eat turkey or whatever you're going to eat.
I like that.
You don't want to lose the game and then go eat turkey.
I like that. They're getting ready for the tip-off right here as we are inside of the Herman Maisel Gymnasium. Coach Era and myself, we're at the Mcpss Sports Central location bringing you the action from Midtown Mobile as we're about to have our tip-off here for our last ball game for this year, 2022. We'll have some more in 2023, Coach.
Yep. I'm looking forward to this game. This is a big rivalry game between the two schools. They want to have bragging rights for the year.
They do.
So they need to win this game so they can talk about that they won this game this year. They've played many, many games. These are two of the older schools in Mobile. So the ability for them to be playing every year against one another is really good.
As you can see right there, the size differential getting ready to tip off. As Stephen Newhouse brings the ball to center court. And we are underway as Alazor tipped it, but Vigor takes control as they try to get on the board first.
Man-to-man, good help on the backside, trapped in the corner.
Shot goes up from Howard, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Wolves, but they can't convert. Loose ball, and Alazor picks it up. And Murphy takes control as they bring it across the timeline. Anderson gives it to Anderson.
Goes up the shot. Vigor's in the 2-3 zone. They worked the ball around. Murphy worked the ball around. Got a nice shot. Didn't go in. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to make a statement that whoever has the most turnovers are going to lose this game because they're going to get up and down the court.
You said you were going to try to track him tonight,
I'm going to track him.
On the move, Chloe Gilmore right there from the free throw line off the backboard. Gets her own rebound. I like the hustle Gilmore shows as she dishes it to her teammate. Shot no good by Stanley. And up the floor come the Panthers. Look at the size of Nia Anderson to the hole. No good. Gets her own rebound and puts it back in for the first points of the night.
And there's that rebounding again both bunches are looking to out-rebound the other one because right now both teams have struggled a little bit rebounding-wise when they've played. When they've rebounded well, they've won.
Howard with the ball, she averages 16.8 points a game, leading the Lady Wolves. A turnover right there. Have to add that to your tally, Coach.
Got it.
Against Vigor. Up the floor, Jamaica Walker. Easy lay-in. And Murphy's up for a quick timeout call by Coach Andrea Powell in her first year at Vigor. She attended Hammond High School over in Hammond, Louisiana, graduated from Stillman College, but not liking what she's seeing as we get a look at Coach Mikel Cleveland and his Lady Panthers right there.
Coach Powell also, if you're looking to be able to move up, she came up through the AAU circuit.
Right.
You know, so there's a lot of AAU coaches out there that worked their tails off, and she was one of them and was able to move up. She did play a couple years overseas too, semi-pro. Not overseas, in the country, semi-pro.
Vigor down 4-0 right now to Murphy. Full court press by the Lady Panthers. As official Stephen Newhouse says that ball is still alive just across the mid-court stripe. Loses the ball, Vigor does.
They're
Up
pushing
the
the ball
Murphy.
again.
They're pushing Walker. Goes in. Thought she was fouled. Didn't get the call. Breakaway bucket. But no, I spoke too soon, Coach Arrow.
Yeah.
The ball does not go through the cylinder.
Gilmore, you can't miss those shots.
I thought it was a for sure two for the Lady Wolves.
Wide open layup. You got to make that one.
That ball is out of bounds, so it's going to go over to Vigor right
Murphy.
here. Slow start here for the Lady Wolves, trying to get on the board. 5:33 remaining here in the first quarter.
Murphy running pressure man-to-man. And another drive. They're getting good shots.
They
And
are. Our first foul of the ball game here. Blocking foul going to be called against Murphy.
I think that's on Alazar.
That's first team foul against Murphy. Alazor picks up her first. And our first free throw attempt of the ball game. As Jeremicia Williams makes the free throw.
Got nice form, stepped up there. Looked like she's been making those her whole life.
Sinks both of them.
Pushing the ball. Hey,
Shot
what?
no good for Murphy. Wide open, Anderson has a shot, rims out. Another rebound, but not brought in by Murphy as they outrun our camera guy. And that shot no good. Let's see, it's gonna remain with Vigor.
Cleo Gilmore is a really, really good athlete. She pushes that ball. She gets out of control a little bit, but she will push that ball.
Yeah, she's definitely pushing up the floor for the Lady Wolves. Miscommunication on the inbounds play, so it's a turnover to the Lady Panthers.
Again, as a coach, I think turnovers just get to you more than anything else, because you work and you work and you work and you strive to execute well, and you should have 12, 14 turnovers. At 20 or more, it's a whole lot of turnovers.
That's a lot. That does not equate to winning, having that many turnovers, self-inflicted wounds, Coach.
Washington was handling the ball, and now they're starting to get good shots, work the ball a little bit. Again, the shots that they're taking aren't bad. They're close shots. They just got to make them.
You can see the height advantage Murphy has as Alazor is just picking the boards clean. She averages 6 rebounds a contest. But Murphy could not score in that last possession. Vigor with the ball now. There goes Howard to the hole as she's fouled on the play. Looks like Jamaica Walker is going to pick up her first foul. Second team foul for Murphy. That foul's on the floor, so a non-shooting foul.
Set up out of bounds here. They'll probably have pick the picker going out of bounds. Let's see. It seems like every game that I see, they run the same thing. Whoever's throwing the ball in winds up going to that corner and getting a shot. No, they didn't run it. Now Murphy's running the 2-3 zone and a turnover.
Washington's pass goes nowhere. So it's a turnover. Murphy bringing the ball across the midcourt stripe. Right
All
up
the
the
way.
middle goes
Way up.
Jamaica Walker. Couldn't convert it, Coach.
No, and she, again, both teams are getting to the hole. They're just not finishing.
From the elbow, Howard shot no good. Coach Michael Cleveland calling for a foul.
Nia Anderson.
He gets
She's
the
a
foul
monster
right
in
there.
there. She is a
Unfortunately, it's against
monster. Yeah.
Zakiria Anderson. That's her first. Third team foul against Murphy. I'm sure Coach Cleveland saw it another way.
Tell you what, a lot of these girls got such long hair you can't see their numbers.
It is tough. You got to pay attention. Vigor with the bucket right there. And, Coach, I can't believe it. We're actually notched at 4, but so many shots from both of these teams just not falling. That one comes up short as well for Murphy.
That one barely hit the net. It's different playing at this time of the year. They know holidays are coming up. They want to win going away and going to the holidays with a win. But there was a little Euro step by Anderson.
Zakiria Anderson had the Euro in the runner, but could not convert it. It'll stay with Murphy as Anderson is going to inbounds the ball for the Lady Panthers.
Hey, we got some hairstyles out there today. We've got some that are long, short.
Well, it's all about expression, Coach.
Expression, there you go.
One way you do it in basketball,
There you
you're
go.
definitely expressing yourself. Some substitutions coming in from Murphy, checking in number 2, Adrian Stevens, and number 24, Jasmine Hobb. They're going to check in here with 3:14 remaining in the first quarter. Al Whedon, the coach, Ronnie Arrow, giving you the action from the campus of Murphy High School.
Penetrating pitch. tell you, Anderson is always around the ball, whether it's on offense or defense. Nice turnaround
Howard
jumper.
hit that
by
turnaround
Howard.
jumper. And Vigor takes the lead 6-4. Both teams have had opportunities, just not getting the ball to drop, especially for Murphy. They have a lot of shots tonight.
And that was almost their third turnover. They're out rebounding Vigor, but their turnovers have been hurting them.
Anaya Anderson
A little
off the
scoop
glass.
shot. Little scoop shot.
No good.
I think Anaya's getting a little tired. She was the last one down the court. She's been working. She's rebounding. She's trying to score.
Jemiah Washington running it. Tries to get it over to her teammate, but stolen. Another turnover for Vigor.
It's 3-2 on turnovers.
Shot no good. Outside with the jumper. Stevens can't get it to drop.
Nice rebound.
The officials somewhat letting them play tonight, Coach.
You know, it seems like I've been to about 7 or 8 games, some of the ones that we haven't called, and it seems like all the officials got together this year and said, we're going to let them play more.
Yeah, they're
Letting them
play.
hand check. They're letting them hand check, which they never have before.
Howard's shot is off.
In layman's terms, she just missed the gymnasium.
That is what I have heard before. Turnover, and it goes over to the Murphy Lady Panthers with 1:36 remaining here in the first quarter. It looked like we have a timeout. I don't know if it was called by Murphy or Vigor, but we have a timeout on the floor. And speaking of timeout, it is time to take some time out and off for real. You may not have to mark the calendar, but I want you to anyway. Christmas and New Year's winter break time here for Mobile County Public School System. So December 19th through January 4th, the kids are going to be out. Classes resume January 5th. The kids will go back January 5th. Parents, I know they're excited. It's a holiday time, and Coach, a lot of folks going to be off, but December 19th through January 4th, MCPSS kind of taking that winter break.
It's a winter break, but it seems like they were just on a break.
Yeah, well, you know, a couple weeks ago, Thanksgiving out for a week, but to me, December has just flown by. And you're right, it does seem like it was only a couple weeks ago.
I don't know when the kids go to school anymore.
Yeah, but they'll return January the 5th.
We came around at the wrong time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they get a lot of days now, Coach. I got to say, they get a lot of days. But you know, changing of the times. Vigor's going to inbound this ball up 2 points. A lot of points actually left on the court. A lot of missed shots here in the first quarter. Can't wait to see what the first quarter stats are going to look like from my buddy, statistician Matt Moore.
Well, the stats are always important. I always enjoy, why aren't you rebounding? Well, I am rebounding. And you got to have stats to show. Maybe you're wrong as a coach, maybe, but most of the time, the coaches can tell if you're rebounding, if you're scoring, if you're playing defense. One of the main things that we always did was deflections, because deflections led to turnovers, and we'd have a manager. 31 deflections, you win the ball game.
Wow, Cunningham Stanley hits the bucket right there, extends the lead by 4. A little full court press they're putting on Anaya Anderson, but a foul call, no timeout taken by Murphy. Coach Cleveland didn't want to get that 10-second call in the backcourt.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's upset too that they were ahead early 4-2, and then all of a sudden Vigor's gone 8-4. So they've had Murphy's had a cold spell in scoring, and they're getting good shots. They're penetrating, pitching, getting good shots, but and they're even getting second shots, but they're just not going in right now.
Yeah, you're right. In essence, Vigor on an 8-0 run. They were down 4-0. Coach Powell called a quick timeout, but they have rattled off 8 points in a row, 2 of them from the free throw line so far tonight, as they are perfect from the line. So Coach Cleveland trying to get his young ladies together here with 1:08 remaining in the first quarter. Got to get that ball across the timeline.
Walker is pushing the ball down the court and you don't want to have that ball in that corner too long. You get trapped. Most good teams on defense will trap you if that ball goes to the corner.
Good ball movement. Look at Walker to the hole.
And again, she's getting to the hole. Murphy's getting to the hole. They're just not finishing.
Not finishing, not converting. You're right.
I do like them having the ability to get to the hole. They're not just standing and throwing the ball away, but when they get in there, they've got to finish.
Murphy putting the pressure. Vigor breaks the trap easily. Kiara Howard to the hole.
See, in most cases,
Turnover.
In most cases, that would have been a foul. But I think all along the games that I've seen, I think the officials said, we're going to let them play a little bit more. And as a coach, just do it the whole game. Whichever way you're going to start out calling it, do it the whole game.
Chloe Gilmore checks back in for the Lady Wolves. Pressure from Vigor, but they get it across the mid-court stripe. Traveling called against Anaya Anderson. You're right. Every time Murphy comes up the floor, she's touching the balls on each possession.
One way or the other. Rebounds, dribbling, shooting. One way or the other, she's got the ball in her hands.
Very active player. Vigor could hold this for the last shot. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. We're into 25 seconds here. Let's see if they're going to try to milk it or take a shot. It looks as if they're going to try to take the last shot here if they can.
Vigor's not quite as active on defense as they were to start the game.
No foul there. Anderson saves it, gets it back to the Lady Wolves, but they steal it back. Murphy steals it. 4 seconds. Stevens with the ball. She's not fouled. Loose ball on the ground. So we're going to end the first quarter. A very interesting first quarter. Vigor on top, 8-4. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're watching the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Child who will be 4 years of age on or before September 1st, 2023, then mark your calendar to register for the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. Online registration for the 2023-24 school year opens January 15th, so don't miss this opportunity. Log on to mcpss.com for more information and a complete listing of pre-K sites, screening, and selection info. First Class Pre-K registration, January 15th. Save the date.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Yeah. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
The MCPSS Signature Academies are preparing students to be both college and career ready. This program allows students the opportunity to participate in real-world, hands-on assignments connected to a specific career theme. To find out more, visit academiesofmobile.com. Second quarter has started. Vigor on top, 8-4. And, Coach, you talked about a lot of missed opportunities for both teams in the first quarter.
Yeah, both teams, whether it's cold outside or whatever, both teams are cold and miss some easy shots. But I think during the game, they're getting to the hole. I think during the game, the course of the game, those shots will start falling.
Anderson, Anaya Anderson.
Again, with the ball.
With the ball. We talked about that in the first quarter. He goes to the hole, no good.
And just a junior. I mean, she's 5'9", a junior, averaging 10 points and 8 rebounds a game. I think she'll be able to play somewhere at the next level.
I'm with you. Stay healthy and stay focused. And Vigor, mental miscue as Jeremicia Williams steps inbounds outside of the end line there. And Murphy's going to get the ball under their basket.
Another turnover. Right now it's 4-4.
Wide open down low. Tony Brown backdoor against the Lady Wolves. 8-6 is the score.
And now they're turning up the heat. Murphy's turning up the heat. They're pressuring full court.
The ball was tipped. It was tipped. They get it up to Walker. She moves in.
Got to the hole.
Overshoots the basket. Kyria Anderson passes it back to Tony Brown as they're working the ball. Nice shot by Murphy. I believe that was Walker with the 3.
I think so.
As Murphy has taken the lead 9-8. 2 quick buckets right there by the Lady Panthers and a quick steal. And who has the ball? Anaya Anderson, high off the glass, gets her own rebound, but she is fouled by Chloe Gilmore.
Yeah, I remember when I said that it looked like Murphy was picking up the pressure again on defense. They've already caused, now Vigor has 6 turnovers. So not only are they turning it over, it's allowing Murphy to get easy buckets on the turnovers. So that's why they've taken the lead. They went from a 4-point deficit to a 1-point lead now.
First shot by Anderson is missed on the free throw there.
I like her intensity.
Checking in for Vigor, Jamea Washington, a 5'6" junior. And Anderson misses them both.
She went first time, made 2 like a pro, and then this one she missed 2.
Shot blocked by Anderson, using her 5'9" frame right there.
She didn't like that call either. She slammed that ball.
They're going to catch her with the foul right there, actually.
Yeah, that's a shame. I thought it was a pretty clean block
I
myself.
thought it was too. That's going to put Caitlin Cunningham Stanley on the line shooting for Vigor as she misses the first.
You got to make free throws, especially in close games. You got to make free throws. Late in the games or any time, you got to make free throws.
Stanley's a 5'3" senior. Makes the second.
Nice form on that one. Really like the way Walker pushes the ball down the court.
Big turnover after a loose ball there.
Nice crossover.
Vigor works the ball around the court. That shot no good by Washington. They get the rebound, still fighting for it on the floor.
Nice hustle by Tony Brown.
Walker penetrates, dishes
nice
off.
pass.
Nice pass to Alizar. I don't think he was quite ready for it,
she
Coach.
wasn't.
But that was
That's
a
a
nice
shame.
pass from
Yeah.
Walker. Could have been an easy conversion. Shot no good by Tony Brown. Up the floor comes Chloe Gilmore. Left, right. Does not make the basket. He's going to get 2 shots.
But again, now they're starting to push the ball more. I think late in the quarters, because some of the girls, like Anaya Anderson, are playing the whole game, playing minutes. They're getting a little tired. When they get tired, bad things happen.
Gilmore misses the first. I believe that's going to be the second foul on Alizar. She's going to go to the bench. A couple new faces coming in for Murphy. Kennedy Jenkins, also Dion Rudolph as well.
I think that's a great substitution. It's tied up. They've been going at it good. Give the girls a little break.
Vigor misses both the free throws, but they get the putback off the rebound.
Washington was there for the rebound.
Great hustle. Almost stolen. Gilmore said she maybe punched in the head there. Errant hands from Adrian Stevens, but she shakes it off, Coach. Put some dirt on it. That's what we say in the hood. Put some dirt on it. Keep playing. We actually had a foul there. As Ormond Bayenpour going to call the foul.
Tony Brown just ran over
Easy
Gilmore.
did. That's the 16th foul, I believe, against Murphy. And Coach Cleveland's going to need some help here. They're going to have to get a young lady to the bench. I believe that's Tony Brown.
Yeah. She got hit. She took that lick. She had a pretty good lick. It was head against head.
We got signal for the foul, so they'll let the trainer attend to her. As that is Murphy's 16 foul, so 1 foul away from putting Vigor into the bonus as Coach Cleveland doing double duty down there cleaning up the floor. That's what you got to do in high school ball.
yeah,
Wear many hats, Coach.
Yeah, you do.
Many hats.
Remind me of junior college when I coached in junior college.
Yeah.
You have many hats there,
Many
too.
hats to wear. That's right. You're right. Howard penetrating, kicks
Nice
back
pitch.
out.
Very nice. Very
Shot no
nice
good.
play.
Rebound grab by Nadia Duncan. Her shot is up, no good. Down low with the rebound, Kennedy Jenkins as they push it up the floor. Jamaica Walker tries to put the pass down low to Adrian Stevens. Couldn't get enough English on it for it to hop back to her. But I give her credit for the effort, Coach. I give her credit for the effort.
And right now, it's tied up 6-6 on turnovers.
And Vigor only up 2 points, 11-9. As we said earlier, they are letting them play, but it's been a bit sloppy. A lot of shots not converted. Walker with the steal and score and count the basket and one. She's going to go to the line.
You know, and both the coaches, when I talked to them, both the coaches said we have to score when we press because we just don't score well out of just half-court offenses. So right now, that's what they're doing. Both bunches are scoring on their presses or going to the free throw line.
Cannot convert the shot. They get the rebound. And Walker gets it the hard way as she scores the bucket.
I really like Walker. I mean, she comes to play. I mean, she looks you right in the eye and says, you're not going anywhere. She pushes the ball on offense, and she plays tough defense on the defensive end.
13-11 is our score. Shot put up, no good. Put back, no good. Stevens with the rebound at 5'5". She gets down there and hustles and grabs it. And up the floor comes Jamaica Walker, driving again.
Tough
Count
girl.
the basket, another and one opportunity for the senior, Coach.
And you know what's happening, Coach Cleveland? Substituted all those players at one time, and they've taken a 4-point lead with the substituted play. They're fresh.
Right.
And like I said a while ago, I thought some of the Murphy girls were getting tired.
Replay right here, as you can see, Walker goes up.
And finishes. That's what they weren't doing at the first quarter, in the first quarter.
And she makes the bucket, the free throw.
Nice pass inside, turnover.
Walker with the steal, gets it down low right quick. But Kennedy Jenkins called for the travel. Turnover to Vigor. Lady Wolves down 5 points here. Approaching 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Chloe Gilmore back at the scorer's table. She only has one foul. They need to get her back in. Howard's three is no good.
You know, she came off of a high pick, and she was open. That was a good shot. Again, getting all the way to the hole and just didn't finish that time.
Nice run by Howard as she dishes it to Drake. Drake's shot no good. Stevens down there hustling for the rebound and gets the loose ball as she tries to drive in. She loses it. Her teammate Jenkins gets it. Turnover on the play. Drake ends up with the ball for the Lady Wolves. Misses her shot, Jacayla Drake. She's hustling on the floor. And they're going to call her with a travel as she's down on the floor. It would be turnover to Murphy.
Yeah, and again, the turnovers are starting to mount up. I tell you, who's doing a nice job in there for Murphy is the Stevens girl. She's getting in there. She's steady. You know, she's missed some drives to the hole, but she's steady. Inside.
Trying to post up. Stevens down low. I'm sorry, that's Dion Rudolph. Rudolph down low. Walker with the ball. Takes off from the elbow and drops the layup in. Walker doing a good job.
And that's what Coach Cleveland said. We're going to go inside to go outside, and that's exactly what they just did.
She averages 12 points per game. Chloe Gilmore. And look at Stevens, all in her face being an irritant, Coach. Causes that turnover right there.
No question. Stevens has gotten in there and given Murphy some good minutes.
Checking into the ball game for Vigor, number 40, Alexandria English. She's a 5'3" freshman. It looks as if Jacayla Drake is going to the trainer's area. I just saw her flash in front of the screen there, number 11 for Vigor.
Nice
Gilmore.
spin move by Gilmore.
Rebound by English. They can't convert. 150 remains here in the second quarter as Murphy has come out hot in the second quarter. Oh, look at that, dropping another Walker.
You give her a step, she's going to the hole.
She is lighting it up for the Lady Panthers tonight.
Nice drive and in.
Good job by Jamia Washington. Vigor needed that bucket right there, Coach. They needed that.
Both teams are starting to get to the hole, and now they're finishing.
Look at Walker go
again.
to the hole.
And you know what's really been good? Anaya Anderson has been able to rest.
Correct.
Because I thought she was getting tired. She was doing a whole lot.
I will say this, not saying that Murphy went small ball, but losing Alizor with 2 fouls and Anderson on the bench, you would have thought things would have been a bit different, but they're up 22-16 right now.
Right. And that was a nice outside shot by Howard. Caught the ball, was wide open, and made the three. There goes Walker again. Nice pass.
Stevens working hard, just can't get the ball to drop for her. All the hard work not paying off with a basket for the young lady.
Nice pass.
Down low, great shot right there by Jeremicia Williams. As the Lady Wolves just go to basics. Only down 4. They've cut the lead to 4. Less than 30 seconds to play here. Coach Powell imploring her young ladies, keep fighting, keep fighting. Walker's basket no good.
She's still trying to get it in there. There's no pulling it. Uh-oh.
That's definitely a foul by Chloe Gilmore right there. She pretty much took out Zakiria Anderson.
I love it.
She's like, what did I do? What did I do?
Who, me?
That's called a foul, young lady.
Who, me? I didn't mean to.
Zakiria Anderson goes to the line. She's a 5'2" senior.
And you know, she wasn't going to make that shot anyway. It's a shame that they wound up fouling her.
So far, Murphy only 1 of 5 from the charity stripe.
You know, Zai Anderson is averaging 20 points a game. She's been sort of quiet tonight.
Sure has. And she was fouled behind the three-point line. I didn't even catch that, Coach. So she went 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
The turnovers have stopped on both teams. They're getting shots. And now, Murphy and I just said that, and there goes Vigor turning it over.
As they ripped Howard. There's Anderson. Zakiria Anderson put up a long 3.
And a tip.
But Stephen Newhouse, official, waves it off. That bucket does not count. So an interesting second quarter, 24-18. Halftime is here. We'll come back and take a look at first half stats. Murphy on top right here in the ladies contest for the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week.
You've got questions? We got answers. MCPSS.com. Whether it's attendance zones, school calendar, lunch menus, or registration information that you are looking for, you can find it right here. MCPSS.com. You can also get the latest news and district-wide calendar information, and it's just a click away. So when you need to know, and you need to know right now, check us out, MCPSS.com.
Parents, if you have a child who will be 4 years of age on or before September 1st, 2023, then mark your calendar to register for the Mobile County Public Schools first-class pre-K program. Online registration for the 2023-24 school year opens January 15th, so don't miss this opportunity. Log on to mcpss.com for more information and a complete listing of pre-K sites, screening, and selection info. First-class pre-K registration, January 15th. Save the date.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
It is halftime here at the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week. The Murphy Lady Panthers on top 24-18. on top of Vigor in a second quarter that was definitely led by Jamaica Walker. Coach kind of took over the ball game. I know she's the team's second leading scorer, but she really did her thing in the second quarter.
And you know what? When she did that, was able to get in there, then they were resting her, and second bunch was able to come in and get the lead that they have now.
Correct, because going out with 2 fouls, Naomi Alazor and then Anaya Anderson kind of went to the sideline as well. Let's take a look at first half statistics if we can get those up. That'll kind of tell the tape of the game here so far during this contest, because quite interesting. We know we had some sloppy play in the first quarter. As you can see right there, field goals for Murphy, 10 of 22 and 6 of 17. No surprise that they missed so many field goals, Coach.
That's the difference in the game right now. I have turnovers. I have 8 for Murphy and 9 for Vigor. So the turnover situation and the missed shots by Vigor, they've been playing good ball, and they've been getting to the hole. If some of those start falling for them, who knows what will happen.
Right, I have Vigor 3 of 6 from the free throw line, and Murphy, I have 3 of 7 as well. 3-pointers, we only saw 1 from each team. They were jacking it up, as you saw Vigor with 4 attempts. And the young lady for Murphy, Zakaria Anderson, the leading scorer, I guess she was attempting a 3. She was fouled behind the 3-point. I never really saw her, but I guess because she was behind the 3-point line, they gave her the 3 shot.
Al, that stat at the end,
the
Vigor,
rebound?
15 rebounds with Murphy's 18 rebounds. I would have thought that Murphy would have been out rebounding them more than that.
Right.
That stat right there is what's keeping Vigor in the
Pretty
game.
much, yeah, the rebounds it is.
Because you look at it, and Murphy, the Alazar girls averaging 6 rebounds a game. Naya Anderson is averaging 8 rebounds a game, and Walker's averaging 5.
Right. So you put those numbers together, they're kind of right at the average. But Vigor with the rebound is definitely keeping in the game. Plus the loose balls as well. It kind of cleaned up a little better in the second quarter. It was a little sloppy in the first quarter, but the fouls we were talking about that weren't occurring, they started to be called in the second quarter.
They started getting, but the biggest thing, I think, with both bunches, when the game started, both bunches were getting to the hole. They weren't going in. Towards the end, both of them were getting to the hole and scoring.
They were. Coach, we're going to take a break, then we'll come back and kind of ask you, what do both of these coaches need to do in the second half to get the win? Don't move. We'll be right back with more action. You're watching the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms, and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
My name is Harshini. I'm a junior at Davidson High School, and after graduation, I plan on pursuing a career in dermatology. Currently, I'm taking science classes such as AP Chemistry, Biology, and Human Anatomy, which will help me pursue my career. I feel as though Mobile County is preparing me for my career choice in that they provide rigorous classes that help me think further beyond just what I'm learning. I'm Harshini Cannon, a junior at Davidson High School, and I'm learning today so I can be a leader tomorrow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good, how are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
My name is Harshini. I'm a junior at Davidson High School, and after graduation, I plan on pursuing a career in dermatology. Currently, I'm taking science classes such as AP Chemistry, Biology, and Human Anatomy, which will help me pursue my career. I feel as though Mobile County is preparing me for my career choice in that they provide rigorous classes that help me think further beyond just what I'm learning. I'm Harshini Cannon, a junior at Davidson High School, and I'm learning today so I can be a leader tomorrow.
Our children with special needs deserve a place to play. That is why we are coming together to build the Miracle League of West Mobile Schmidt Family Park. It will include a special needs ball field and playground, regulation baseball and softball fields, and more. We have raised more than $1 million and construction will start soon, but we need your help to complete the project. Visit mcpss.com/Miracle League to donate and to learn more. Any dollar amount will help bring a smile to a child's face. Together, we can make a miracle.
Parents, if you have a child who will be 4 years of age on or before September 1st, 2023, then mark your calendar to register for the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. Online registration for the 2023-24 school year opens January 15th, so don't miss this opportunity. Log on to mcpss.com for more information and a complete listing of pre-K sites, screening, and selection info. First Class Pre-K registration, January 15th. Save the date.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we are learning today, leading tomorrow. Right now, Murphy is leading 24-18. Coach Arrow, second half adjustments. What would Coach Powell need to do to get her Lady Vigor Wolves back into this ball game?
Well, I think Kiora Howard has got to start scoring more for them. She's averaging 16 points a game. I'm not sure how many she has at halftime, but they depend on her to score. A lot of times when they're in games, Vigor, coach said that they just have a hard time running a half-court offense, so they got to score on their press.
Gotcha.
When they caught up and went a little bit ahead is when they were scoring off of their press.
Right.
Both bunches started penetrating and getting to the hole, but for Murphy, they have to have the ball in Walker's hands. She's got to have the ball.
She's hot
because she's hot. She makes good decisions with the ball. She makes everybody else on her team better.
Right.
Because if they're open, she'll get them the ball. And then Anaya Anderson, she didn't play much the second half.
She didn't play too much in the second quarter.
But
right?
I think that's going to help them in this half. She'll be more rested because she does a whole lot out there on that court.
Yeah, we talked about her touching the ball almost every possession.
Yep, she's just not a post player.
Yeah.
She'll help bring that ball down. She'll rebound. She's got her hands doing a lot of things.
There's a shot of Anaya Anderson right there drinking the water as the Lady Panthers are getting ready to hit the floor here in the second half. Looking at recent action, Vigor lost to Davidson 60-45 on Tuesday night, and they've already played a region game this year. They lost 58-48 to St. Paul's last Friday night. In Murphy's last contest, they beat LaFleur last Friday 34-26. So basically, Murphy's been off since last Friday, Coach.
Yeah, they've been off, and the guy, in talking to coaches, not just in this game, in talking to coaches, everybody seems like they've got a whole lot of kids hurt and injured.
You're right.
A bunch. Baker, Murphy, today, or later on in the boys' game, Z. Lofton isn't going to play because he's been sick, and he didn't play the last game.
Right, and another one went down as well. So just seems like trying to stay healthy is paramount right now.
It is.
It really is. So second half about to start. Actually, third quarter about to start here. As Murphy's going to come out, Jamaica Walker with the ball.
Good things happen when it's in the hands of Walker.
Good movement. Anaya Anderson swings it over. Yes, almost drops for Jasmine Hobbs, but does not go in. Rebound by Vigor.
Another one. Got all the way to the hole. Didn't finish.
Did not finish.
As a coach, you can't ask for more than that other than finish it. Get your name in the paper.
Pressure.
Look at Walker on defense.
Escapes. Kiara Howard, you just talked about her. She needs to come alive. Leads the team at 16.8 points per game as Jamaica Walker's all over her and gets the rip, but no, they're going to call a foul.
Late call. That was a late call.
That's Walker's second foul, Coach, so first team foul here.
All you young players that are watching this game, y'all watch Walker, number one for Murphy. On offense, she knows what she wants to do. On defense, she'll get after you.
Almost had the steal, but caused the travel right there.
Exactly right.
By being in the face of Jamonica Miller. So you just talked her up, Coach, and she showed up.
I like her. She does a fantastic job on both sides of the ball. That sort of sounds like football, didn't it?
It kind of sort of. Anaya Anderson fouled on the play right there. Jeremicia Williams picks up her first foul.
She loves to get it to the hole.
That's going to send Anderson to the line. She missed the first two in the first quarter when she was fouled. So far, she's 0 for 3.
Yeah. It's not hard to see who she is on the court.
Can't miss her. Yeah. If you miss the hair, just look down and you see the shoes.
She's
kind of shoots a rainbow free throw shot there.
She doesn't have a bad looking shot.
Missed both of them.
If I'm not mistaken, I think she's 2 for 6 from the free throw line. She made her first two, and all the way
up the hole. Jemiah Washington, nice play right there. There's a 3.
Boom.
That's why she leads the team in scoring. Zykeria Anderson drops the 3.
And she didn't even blink, and that thing was dead center net. I really like the way that Murphy is getting after it on defense.
Speaking of that, getting in right on it, Anaya Anderson tries to cause the turnover. Stop, pop, and drop. Kiera Howard with the jumper for the Lady Wolves.
And she's averaging 16.8 points a game, so she needs to start coming alive and start scoring more herself.
I think Coach Michael Cleveland has called a timeout. A quick 30-second timeout.
I've got Vigor for 10 turnovers, and I've got Murphy for 8 turnovers. So far,
that sounds about right.
It's what I'm saying. I think the team that's going to turn the ball over the most isn't going to win the game.
Anaya Anderson about to inbounds here for the Lady Panthers.
I can see where Murphy is 8 and 3. They get after you on defense.
That was a costly turnover right there for Murphy. Kiera Howard with the no-look pass to Washington. She couldn't bring it down. Guess who has it? Zykeria Anderson driving to the hole. But putting it back in. No, it did not go in for Alizor. That shot
bad
was
shot
off
by Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Nice pass. Penetrate, pitch.
Jasmine
Good
Hall
play.
can't convert. Getting the rebound down low. Zykeria Anderson, she can't get it, but they're going to call possession, tie up on the floor. Looks like it's going to be Vigor's basketball as Anderson was going at it with Jamonica Miller.
And I was proud to see, Zy Anderson is leading scorer on the team, but that time she was in there getting offensive rebounds.
Kiera Howard with the rock just blows by Alizor. Alizor way out guarding. Surprised she's that far from the paint. Howard shot barely hits the rim, coach, bounces off. Ball is loose on the floor. They're fighting for it. Play a bit sloppy right here.
Yeah. We have players flying everywhere, out of bounds, inbounds.
And what causes that? You expect the foul to come. Unfortunately, that's the third one for Naomi Alizor. As they're going to place, I believe that's Jeremicia Williams at the line shooting for the Lady Wolves. She makes the first.
Well, they have Alizar and Anderson in there for rebounding purposes now. I don't think if they do miss this free throw, I don't think Vigor's going to get the rebound.
Williams sinks both of them.
Here comes the full court press.
There it is. Pressure's on.
See, that time she didn't know the rule, I don't think. She could have run the baseline rather than stay out of bounds. When the other team scores, you can run the baseline when it's out of bounds. If they don't score, you can't run the baseline.
Fundamentals of the game, coach. The fundamentals.
They put that pass in jeopardy because she didn't run
the
baseline. Well, they got the court spread now.
Anderson drives in. Pulls up a quick shot. Jamaica Walker with the rebound. She's going to force it in herself.
Right. Nice
And
move.
Coach Cleveland pleading it should be Murphy's ball, but no, it's going to go over to Vigor.
Here comes a full court press.
Lady Wolves down 4 points. The press is on, but that turns into a foul against Anaya Anderson. Picks up her second.
And you know, you're going to get good fouls, but that one is sort of one that you shouldn't have got.
Yeah, it's kind of a cheap one there. Put the pressure.
92 feet from the hole.
Correct.
That's not a good foul.
Third team foul against Murphy.
Both teams substituting in and out. I think some of the girls are getting a little tired, and the coaches are doing a good job of getting them out of there to rest.
Getting some fresh legs in there. And that ball is stolen by Anaya Anderson as she hustles down on the floor. Nice little runner right there by Zykeria. She penetrated and dropped it in. I'm telling you, at 5'2", she is a force to be dealt with on the floor, Coach.
And you know, you never know when a team's going to make their move, but I think now Murphy is starting to make their move to show that, you know, overall, they're probably a more talented team than Vigor, but that doesn't mean teams can't just work harder and stay in the game and even win the game. And Vigor's been playing hard.
30-24 is our score. Vigor called that timeout right there. To find out all the latest news on what's happening in Mobile County Public Schools, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today and leading tomorrow. Al Whedon, Coach Ronnie Arrow giving you the action here for the MCPSS High School basketball game of the week. Up next after this ball game, we'll take a little break and then we'll bring you the guys in action as the Vigor men will take on the Murphy men, so stick around for that. But this is a pretty good one we got right here, Coach.
This was, again, these two teams know each other. They play each other every year. They're going to leave everything on the court.
Murphy trying to trap them up, possibly pays off, does not. Cunningham Stanley's bucket is not dropped. And dropping a three, Nadia Duncan, this 5'3" freshman, brings Vigor within 3 points.
And that all started with Kiera Howard getting the offensive rebound and pitching it to her for her to make the shot.
Foul against Vigor, their third team foul. I believe they're going to say it's on the floor. It wasn't a shooting foul. Based on where the action is, yeah, they're setting up. Here's a replay of the three-pointer, Coach. Look at Duncan back and back. Step back.
Boom.
Bam. Nothing but net. Resuming live action, traveling against Murphy, so they turn it right back over to Vigor, checking in for Murphy. Number 23, Kennedy Jenkins, and she's going to give the big girl a rest. Alizor actually has 3 fouls. So I'll tell you, that's a good move right there, 3 minutes. Let her kind of get some time.
Get some time. Murphy turned the ball over 2 times, and when they do that, it gives Vigor an opportunity to come back or tie, get closer, or go ahead.
Chloe Gilmore.
Nice high pick, high.
Running the point. Her shot no good. Put back by Williams. It does fall in. It sat on the top of the rim for about a half second and dropped.
And now Vigor's starting to out-rebound Murphy and starting to get to the hole. And when they get offensive rebounds, you're right there to score.
Loose ball is going to go to Vigor, down 1 point, and guess who's checking back in right on time? Kiera Howard, leading scorer for the Lady Wolves.
I'm really surprised that Murphy hasn't gone inside more. I know Coach Cleveland said that he wants to be able to go inside and out, and I would have thought that they would have been doing that more. When they have done it, it's been successful for them.
Shot up and fouled on the play as Gilmore was going to the hole.
A few young kids, Gilmore started out right, went right, crossed over left, and took it to the hole with her left hand. A lot of kids, you know, you got to work on that left hand. You can't be putting it back in that right hand.
14 foul against Murphy. Gilmore misses her first.
You know, if either team would have been hitting their free throws, they'd be
easily
6 points, 8 points up higher.
Easily. Vigor was 3 for 6 in the first half, and Murphy was 3 for 7. And she hits the second one.
And here they come with the press. Let's see if Murphy will take care of it. It's in the hands of the ones that it wanted to be with Walker.
Jamaica Walker, the 5'5" senior. He's going to penetrate, gets the call.
It should be a 2-shot foul.
Stephen Newhouse says it's on the floor. Both teams even with 14 fouls.
Our little girl Stevens is back in the game. Let's see if she can be as productive as she was in the first half.
Yeah. They try to go down low after setting up the screen.
Inside out.
Ball rims out. Stevens with the rebound. Kicks it out to Jamaica Walker. She penetrates. Almost
that ball
converts.
just was not going in. Nice Euro.
Little Euro step over there, but loses the handle. Kiera Howard can't complete.
That's a shame.
Back to Murphy.
She made a great move, great Euro move. Could have had the layup, but she pitched it out.
We are notched at 30 here in the second quarter. Vigor has gotten back into it.
There she
nice,
is.
nice put in by Jamaica Walker.
And what did she do? Drove the whole court with her left hand and laid it up with her left hand.
Kiera Howard slicing through the defense. No good. High off the glass, way high. Stevens in trouble. She needs to get rid of it, but they're going to foul her. They bail her out, Coach.
Yeah, they do. If you're going to be a pressing team, you're going to get certain hustle fouls. But, you know, they had a good trap. They could have just trapped her without reaching. When you reach, especially that's 90 feet from the hole, you don't need to be fouling back there. You don't need to be pressing.
Howard's first foul of the contest.
Nice.
Smart move by Jasmine Hobb. Penetrate, go in, try to get the foul, if not get the bucket. And just like that, we were tied. Now Murphy's up 4.
And
Chloe
right back,
Gilmore
just like boom,
drives the lane. Nice shot by Gilmore there.
Now there's both bunches are starting to pick up the pace.
Got some tempo here, Coach.
That's a foul.
I thought it was a foul too. I thought it was, but as we said, they're kind of letting them play. Once again, Gilmore dribbling, penetrating, no good. Young lady's got to get it under control.
That's a foul. You got to.
Now that's definitely a foul right there. Called on Jemiah Washington, her second. That's going to send Jamaica Walker to the line, shooting 2.
The one thing that you have to do is you have to protect the shooters. You cannot let people come under them. You can't let them whack them. You've got to be able to protect the shooter.
Quick timeout is called right here. I don't know if Coach Cleveland called it or Coach Powell for the timeout on the floor. Don't know if it's full or 30.
Does it seem to you like it's like the teams running 4-minute deals? You know, one team will do really good 4 minutes, then all of a sudden another team will do real good 4 minutes. So it's nip and tuck, and that's why it's a 2-point ball game.
It is.
Right
It's
now.
kind of, if you want to call it, one team gets on the pace and the other team gets on the pace. That last little sequence was kind of up and down, but no one was really converting baskets. They weren't really getting the buckets, but some kind of way. You know, Murphy has gotten it up to a 4-point lead, and Vigor clawed. Now it's back to 2. So what you're saying makes total sense, Coach.
I thought both coaches have taken great timeouts, whether it been just to rest, whether it be just to substitute, whether it be just to, because things aren't going their way. But I thought both coaches so far have done a great job of timeouts.
At the line is Jamaica Walker shooting as she was fouled. So she should have 2 shots coming up here.
Nice shot. She shot that one. That was dead center. Make free throws. Let's see. They'll be up 4 points if she makes this one.
It is a 4-point game.
36-32. Vigor's ball, bringing it down.
Kiera Howard in control, passes over.
Murphy back in that 2-3 zone, and they're trapping out of it too. If
Good
Vigor
pressure.
goes too
And
far
they get
down,
the turnover, Coach.
Yep.
Oh, but the pass is blocked. As Gilmore is fouled by Kennedy Jenkins. I believe that's Jenkins' first foul here in the ball game. 5 team fouls against
On that one possession, Vigor turned it over, Murphy turned it over, and they gave it right back to him, and now Vigor shoots free throws.
That's pretty much been the tail of the ball game tonight, Coach.
It has. All of a sudden now, both teams are starting to make their free throws. That's good. Can I say that?
And you jinxed it.
Yeah.
Williams shot no good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. We're into 1 minute here in the third quarter. Jamaica Walker to the hole once again, drives with the left, lays it in with the right. They've yet to figure it out.
Jasmine started that, Jasmine Hobbs. She got that offensive rebound and got it out quick, and it ignited that fast break.
A long three by Kiera Howard, rims out. Murphy pushing it up the floor. Lane is wide open.
She took off a little bit too early. She could have had 2 more dribbles.
At the elbow.
I thought that was good.
Fouled on the play, Kennedy Jenkins by Kiera Howard. Howard going for the block, but got the hand there. Possibly could have been a 3-point play. Almost went in.
It could have been. And I don't think she ever saw her coming from the
No, she did not. She did not, Coach. Makes the first. Kennedy Jenkins is a 5'9" senior.
Crowd's starting to pick up for the boys' game. I tell you, I've been to probably 6, 8 high school games so far, and it seems to me the crowds have really picked up.
Seeing great crowds.
Yeah, and it's good. It's a tribute to the coaches. It's a tribute to the players. There's good young players coming up in this town.
Nice penetration by Washington. The Lady Wolves can't convert. Couple seconds left. Chloe Gilmore is going to heave it up. That 3 is no good, and Murphy extends that lead. It's 40-33. 1 quarter remains here in the ladies' action for the MCPSS high school basketball game of the week.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our 4-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Katrina Frazier. And I'm Deborah Robinson, and we would like to be your next realtors. As homeowners, we know how confusing it can be searching to find that perfect home that fits your needs and budget.
For that reason, it's important to have a reliable partner to represent you and to be there for every step of your home buying process. You'll find the services offered through Berkshire Hathaway, Home Services Cooper & Company Realtors are second to none.
So whether you are buying or selling your home, call us today and let our experience work for you.
Fourth quarter action has started. Murphy in control, 40-33, as they work the ball on their side of the court. Jamaica Walker working it down low, and she drops another one in, Coach.
Yeah, they're starting to pull away a little bit now. They're getting second shots, and they're making their first shots and getting to the hole. Very nice drive.
Kiera Howard, they need that from her. Someone's going to have to step it up, and she's going to have to do it if Vigor wants to get this win tonight. Carly Lewis fouled on the play by Caitlin Cunningham Stanley.
Looks like she might have got hit in the nose. She's got something on her nose. I don't know if that's one of those things that help her breathe better or if she got popped in the nose.
Take a look at that and see as Lewis is at the line. Misses the first. So far, Murphy 4 of 7 here in the second half from the free throw line.
One of the things that the players need to understand this time of the game is to be able to just take care of the ball. And I'll say this, they've stopped turning the ball over like they were early in the game, both bunches.
43-35 is our score. Approaching 7 minutes remaining in the ball
Another
game.
She likes that Euro.
Nice Euro, but cannot convert. She gets on rebound, Kiera Howard. She's hustling.
Nice.
Drives in again. Williams couldn't come down with that rebound. Vigor really needed a rebound right there.
Really did.
Murphy could go up 10 with a bucket. Uh-oh, look at here. Zacharia Anderson's shot was off. He was wide open. One may say it could have been poor shot selection right there, Coach.
Yeah, it's one of those things that she probably didn't see the one coming from behind to get her. You've got to be able to feel people coming around you, whether you're dribbling, whether you're shooting. You've got to have a feel for that.
You say if you're that wide open, something ain't right.
Yeah, that's right. Some kids say, but I was wide open. And sometimes my reply would have been, well, maybe that was on purpose.
Right.
That they were leaving you open.
Jemiah Washington fouled as she drives to the bucket.
Washington, nice form.
Makes the first one.
Okay, young kids, y'all watch the form that these players are using. If they use their left hand, if they get to the hole on the left side, if they're doing their step backs, watch and see the moves and learn what they do and when they do them.
Walker taking her time as we approach 6 minutes. Lane's wide open. Kiera Howard got a hand in there and knocked it out.
Vigor and back man-to-man, not much pressure, sort of sinking man-to-man.
So it must have went off of Murphy.
Yeah, it went off.
Offensive player, so Vigor gets the ball there.
Went off of Walker's leg.
After Howard tapped it, okay.
That happens so many times.
Up 7 as Howard is fouled going to the lane.
Well, Howard is starting to get to the hole. She's just not finishing. But she's getting to the hole very nicely.
She is. 17 foul against Murphy. That's going to place Vigor into the bonus.
You know, one thing about Coach Powell, you know, she's over there explaining things to the players. She's done a really good job with this group. And you know what? I might have told you. You know what she teaches?
What's that,
Vigor?
Coach?
Chemistry and physics.
Oh, okay. So she's definitely doing her thing.
Needless to say, I would have never been in any
I
of her
wouldn't have
classes.
guessed that either. Been in the class. I got you. Anaya Anderson is fouled as she goes to the hole. Caitlin Cunningham Stanley picks up her second. That's a 19 foul against Vigor.
You know, Anderson looks like she's fresh. The game's just starting. And she plays hard. Uh-oh. That was a brick.
Missed that one. That was
that one was all the way on the other side. Coach Cleveland getting a little talk with the officials there. It always helps.
So far, Murphy 5 of 10 from the free throw line here in the second half.
She is
shooting 50% from the line.
And she finished.
Coast to coast, Anaya Anderson makes the basket for the Lady Panthers.
I would say, Al, that she's made her statistics tonight. She's averaging 10 points and 8 rebounds, and I would say she's got those with both rebounding and scoring.
Definitely has the rebounds. I think she may have had that possibly in the first half. A lot of rebounds hauled in. I think Murphy had 18 as we went to halftime. Up 9 points right now at the 5-minute mark. They're letting Anderson run the point for them.
You know what? They spread the court. Now they're driving, but they spread it where it would open up the spacing better inside so they could get to the hole.
Kiera Howard on the move. Coast to coast she goes. Does not pay off. Who has the rebound? Once again,
Nice
Anaya
crossover.
Anderson
Nice
does her coast to
crossover.
coast, and she
Yep.
comes up short,
Yep.
Coach.
Tell you what, when you're going that way, unless you can dunk the ball, you need to get to one side or the other and lay it up off the rim. It's hard to drive the length of the court and just lay it up right over the front of the rim. 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit the back of the rim. It's going to go off.
Loose ball goes to Murphy. Coach Michael Cleveland has seen enough. He wants to get things cleaned up. He calls for the timeout. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout at the 4:20 mark. Coming up for Murphy, they're going to host the floor tomorrow night. Then they'll travel to play Baker next Tuesday before they take off for the holiday. And Vigor, they're going to be playing, I believe, in Ocean Springs, December 29th against. Going to play against Ocean Springs in Biloxi on December 29th. So that's upcoming action for both of these teams as they approach the holiday and the new year just around the corner, Coach Aaron.
I would, tell people, if you like high school ball, there's been some really good games. Fairhope upsets Baker, and LeBaron had 45 points, and Spencer Sims had 46 points.
For Fairhope, wow.
For
Look at
Fairhope.
him.
So there's 2 really good players right there. Baker beat Theodore in a close game. Blunt beats Baker. I tell you what, Blunt's got a nice team. When they press good.
Nice bucket by Zykeria Anderson. Off that timeout called by Coach Cleveland as the lead is now 11 for the Lady Panthers. They're trying to stretch it out. Moving in, Jemiah Washington, her shot
They got
no
away
good.
with a foul. They got away with a foul then, I think.
Jamaica Walker blocked by Washington, but they're going to say she had some contact, so they're going to call a foul right there, Coach Aaron.
That call was made about 5 minutes after the foul. I didn't think they were going to call it.
And that's the 10th team foul against Vigor.
Well, right now it's getting to be a free throw shooting match because everybody's taking it to the hole, and there would be more going on except the officials are letting them play a little bit here late in the game. 12-point lead, 48-36 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Still miss the atmosphere. Still miss the atmosphere of being at the games, but I'm gonna tell you,
I do understand, Coach.
The studio here at LaFleur is really nice.
Steven Newhouse signals for a foul on the floor right there. Either going to call that against Carly Lewis, her first.
You know, some of the other games that were out there, Daphne upset UMS and the girls, and Davison upset McGill. Charlie Ship at Davison.
Coach Charlie Ship at Davison.
He's still kicking. He
Still
still
hanging in
can
there.
produce those players and teams.
Yeah, that's a big win against McGill right there. We had them featured against Baker a couple weeks ago in our first ball game of the season. So that's a big win. Even though that's a 7A, 6A, the talent level of what they're doing over at McGill is, it's great. So that's a big win for Coach Ship.
Carla Berry at McGill does a great job, as does a lot of the coaches here in this area. And it's the coaching is getting better, not getting better, but good players are coming up to make good coaches.
There you go. There you go. Don't forget, coming up next, it'll be the boys in action as Vigor takes on Murphy. We give you this double hitter here for the MCPSS high school basketball game of the week. Kiera Howard on the line.
The ones that are watching us, be sure and tell your friends about when we have our games. It's great for high school basketball, boys and girls in the Mobile area. There's some, I keep saying this, but there's some really, really good young basketball players coming up, boys and girls, in this area.
Howard hits him for the Vigor Wolves. Lead is now 10. Jamaica Walker penetrates. They're going to call a charge on her. She was out of control there.
Yeah, she should have pulled that one over to the side. You know, they've got a 10-point lead with 3 minutes to go.
No need for that, Coach.
No, there's no shot clock. Just be smart when you drive. If you've got it, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Gets them within 10 if they can make a bucket right here. Cut the lead to 8. Go pass down low to Jermisha Williams. No good. Rebounded by Naomi Alazor, who had checked back in with her 3 fouls. At this point, you got to play him, Coach, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Walker gets the rebound, gets it over to Zakiria Anderson.
And nice drive. Tell you, Zai Anderson has been sort of quiet tonight. I'm not sure how many points she has. She's averaging 20. But I would say she right now, and there she goes with a 3.
Another 3. She's made 1 3 tonight that we've seen.
She probably has 12, 14 points tonight.
Oh, look at the steal. You talked her up, Coach. She shows up on time, gets the steal. Jamaica Walker can't control the ball. It goes back over to Vigor.
Well, here comes the turnovers again. Coach Powell telling Howard that wasn't a very good shot.
As Walker is fouled right in front of the Murphy basket. Jamonica Miller, that's her second. And that's going to put Walker at the line.
Walker's had an outstanding game. If I was going to give the game ball to somebody unless something drastically changes, I would give it to Walker.
Oh, no doubt about it.
She's going to sleep well tonight.
Drains the free throw right there. Coach said she's going to sleep well tonight. One more day of school remaining before the winter break, so.
She might sleep through school tomorrow. I better not say that.
But they'll have their hands full. They play LaFleur tomorrow. So no rest for the weary for the Murphy Lady Panthers. Up by 12 right now. We'll make that
nice
10. Nice runner right there by Jamia Washington.
You know, Murphy can't relax too much now. They need to start taking some time off the clock, start playing smart.
Approaching 2 minutes, as you can see,
like
Coach
that
Stevens
right
taking
there.
time. And look at there, Chloe Gilmore gets the pause in.
And she was hustling her
Oh,
tail
she was
off.
trying to get the steal. I believe the timeout granted to Coach Powell and the Vigor Lady Wolves. Yep.
Good for her. She deserved, you know, good defense.
30
needs
second
good
timeout.
thing to needs good things to happen for you. A lot of the teams that we had, we scored a lot of points, but we always felt like that we scored points. We'd get 10 to 15 points a game, we felt like, off of our defense. And the coaches that stress defense, I'm still one of those ones. If you're going to win games, you're going to have to play defense.
Gotta play some defense.
That ball doesn't go in from that three-point range or close all the time. You got to get some easy buckets off your defense.
Got to play some defense. You're right, Coach. Murphy does not need to rest on their laurels. Only up 10. We have seen how this game has switched even early in the contest when they went on an 8-0 run as Vigor was down 4-0. Here's a quick 3 right here. That could make the lead 7, but Gilmore's
Nice
3
rebound.
does not drop in.
And
Anaya Anderson.
Alazar goes up and gets that rebound strong. Oh, here we're going to spread it a little bit, take some time off the clock. There you go. Good job. Tell you what, these two coaches hadn't been at these schools very long, 1 year and 2 years.
Correct.
But they're experienced. They've done, I think, a really good job tonight.
There's the foul by Jamia Washington tugging on the shirt of Jamaica Walker.
Coach Cleveland having a nice conversation with the official.
Just a nice conversation.
He must have said something nice because he walked away laughing.
Murphy in the double bonus, so they'll be shooting 2 every time they go to the line here.
You know, Walker is averaging 12 points a game. She's got to have over 20 tonight. Got to.
I would agree with that.
Uh-oh. Over the line.
lane violation against the shooter there. She went over and what's surprising me, Coach, there's no need to really worry about the rebound. There were no Murphy Lady Panthers in the paint to rebound the ball.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
why would you do that?
It's like everybody froze.
Right.
Looked like one of those Harlem Globetrotter tricks.
Down a turnover, costly right there for Vigor. Don't
Nice
need that.
pass.
That shot is blocked. Walker's shot blocked. Vigor still has a chance. Only down 9. Oh, they try to go down low to Jermesia Williams, and they overthrow her. Turnover back to Murphy. So Vigor still hustling. As we approach 60 seconds remaining here in the contest, Walker asking for the ball. Give it to me.
And I guarantee you, Coach Cleveland was right there telling her, go get the ball. I want the ball in your hands.
And the way she's playing, it needs to be in her hands. Easy bucket right there.
And see, that spacing for all the young kids, that spacing. If everybody was in tight, she wouldn't have been able to get all the way to the hole. So Coach Cleveland got him to spread the court, drove, layup down.
Washington's basket is no good. Harley Lewis loses it. Back-to-back baskets for Washington. I'm sorry, she missed a previous. Under 12 seconds here. Walker just throws it up as she is fouled on the play. Pretty much the ball game in hand here for the Lady Panthers. And she has had a really great night. I'm with you, Coach. I know she should have over 20 easily.
She's played a heck of a game. A really good game. Zai Anderson they probably switched points tonight where Zai is averaging 20 points a game and Walker
did a flip-flop.
Did flip-flop.
Yeah. But a great ball game tonight by Jamaica Walker.
This game, I would have said if I would have watched this game with no voice or anything, I would have said it would have been a closer game than what it was. But I think it's compliments to both the coaches. Both teams stopped turning the ball over late in the game because they all started out with 10 turnovers in a hurry. And they're going to sit on it.
No need to do anything else as Murphy gets the win 54-42. Very interesting second half as Murphy pretty much kind of extended the lead and kept the pressure on. You can kind of see Vigor, as we talked about it at the beginning of the contest, kind of sort of looking for an identity. Who's going to be the leader? Who's going to step up for the Lady Wolves, Coach?
Well, again, Coach Cleveland, that's his 9th win so far. He's got these girls playing really, really hard and smart. They weren't forcing the ball in late, and they went to a spread offense, was able to get to the hole.
Right.
They're a team to be reckoned with all through the year. No question about it. As long as they stay healthy.
Staying healthy, correct.
Stay healthy. If you're going to get hurt, if you're going to get sick, don't get sick after Christmas.
Don't do that. As he picked up the 9th win, let's take a look at the final statistics for the ball game. First of all, I'm going to go straight to the bottom, Coach. Look at the rebounding there. Both teams even at 32 apiece. Wow, something else right there.
And that kept Vigor in the game, in my opinion. The 25 free throws that Murphy shot compared to 15. And so they made 5 more, or they made, 12 more free throws.
Mm-hmm.
Then, they made, so.
But look at the amount, free throws that Murphy missed, 13 out of 25 there. So.
And it wound up, an 8-point ball game. So that was the difference. That was the difference in the game of the free throws, if you just want to look at it like that. Shooting
50% from the free throw line. 5 of 7 from Murphy from the 3-point area. So the Lady Panthers get the win, 54-42. That's going to wrap it up for this contest. We'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and bring you the boys in action as Vigor will take on Murphy for our second ball game tonight. You're watching the McPss High School Basketball Game of the Week.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
You're watching the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week. Coach Arrow, we just wrapped up the girls, and next the boys are going to be in action. Got a good one coming up right here with Vigor and Murphy.
There's no question about it. Now, this game is going to be a blur. I mean, they're going to be, for the older ones, it's going to be a 45 record playing on a 78 speed.
Okay.
They all want to do the same thing. This is going to be a mirror. When they score, they're going to be getting in full court presses. They're going to be trapping. So get ready.
Right.
This should be a high-scoring game.
It'll be head to win in about 4 minutes. Stick around. Vigor versus Murphy, our next action coming up for the MCPSS High School Basketball Game of the Week.